She running up. She wanna down. She pay a bill. She get down. 52nd Street, I double down, then I double up. 2023, and I'm the only coming up. Yeah.
Can't stop till we all okay. I drop with the whole world sing.
Pit stop, here we go. Bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go. We don't move, it's scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mount K, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Tyler Huntley and the Baltimore Ravens.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. A little short pass. This is Everett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
You look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defense.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is third down and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. In motion left comes Williams. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Ravens make their way out on offense, and they're led by their 25-year-old quarterback, undrafted out of Utah, Tyler Huntley.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley steps away. That's going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 88 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers are back within a score.
And you think about starting this drive, you've just given up a long touchdown, and you're down 14-0 early. If you don't score here, there's a chance you might have to pack this one in before halftime. So that's a great response to go down the field and finish it with the touchdown run.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. L.A. set to take over again on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. It's complete to Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. He gets this out to Spiller. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got Allen. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Jordan Love getting the job done again as the win moves his guys to a terrific 9-2 on the year. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Tony Pollard, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Finally on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for Bears and Vikings from U.S. Bank Stadium.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Herbert now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Herbert. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one...
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 54 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On second down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from this inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 74 yards. And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw. Herbert, quick slant, complete to Keenan Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert throwing again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Out of the gun, Herbert caught by Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Eckler, they run left side. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Herbert. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. LA readies for its next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Herbert. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Herbert back to the air. Allen's got it complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Well, this is caught by Williams. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. A little short pass. This is Everett. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them.
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captures on, and I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like